Welcome to the Primo Show. And some of you GTA folks are going to be very depressed, or at least those of you who like to transfer accounts, or those of you who have not transferred your account from the 360 or the PS3. Unfortunately, thanks to a lot of hacking, I'm going to guess, or modding, if you will, of accounts and people selling accounts, that account system, and I've done some research on it, this was a long time back, actually used the transfer system, and there was a limit that was made to the transfer system because of that. And that started the big ban wipe. I mean, on par, I think this new money glitch, if you will, is on par pretty much with the billionaire days, just because the amount of money that's given to new accounts that are transferred over, and then they have a ton of money. So, unfortunately, because of that happening, Rockstar has decided that they're going to stop transfers, and that's going to start in March, I believe. They just made the announcement on their social club system. I'm going to check to make sure that the crew thing will still work here. I've been having troubles with this. So anyway. So coming March, the transfer system is going to be gone. No, it's not going to be anymore. So if you have a PS3 account or an Xbox 360 account and you want to transfer it, there has to be a way to do that now. Like, find yourself a GTA 5 on an X1 or something that somebody's logged in on, and then just go ahead and do the transfer or whatever. There's easy ways of doing that so you don't give somebody else your account, but the idea is if you plan on, and I'm pretty sure everybody plans on getting a PS4 or X1, see, this is what I hate right here. This is a problem that's only happening on this. And if you're having this problem, make sure you contact Rockstar and let them know that you're having it. This is bad. Okay, so usually, I'm just going to retry, see if that works. It's crew sessions and invite-only sessions that it seems to happen. So there is a way to log into an X1 somewhere or a PS4, depending on how you plan on moving forward, and have that transfer just happen. And then when you come back later and log in on your system, you'll be able to do it. So like for instance here, I'm going to go over to this one real quick. As you can see, there's two accounts on this one, and that account is, so if I have another account that's going to be in 360, I can transfer to that account and have it on X1, so that when I want to purchase an X1 or PS4 later, that transfer has already happened to that system. Obviously, if you're going to buy a PS4 and you went from another system, you're going to want to get that system ahead of time so that you don't have any problems in the future. So that's kind of a big deal. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that, you know, modders, I don't know who to blame with this. It's one of those things of where first I want to blame Rockstar and say, well, you just put everybody in a microtransaction world, and thanks to that, you know, that's the only option people have. So, I mean, it is what it is. You kind of did it to yourself. As you can see, this is already locked up. So if you do a crew session, you're pretty much screwed. So I can blame Rockstar and say, that's, you know, you guys put yourself in a position where this is it. You know, you should have just done it so that people buy updates and upgrades and go that route with it. But in the same respect, that's unfair. I mean, they've given us every update for GTA so far for free, and that's really just so that people buy with in-game money shark cards. I also want to say that how do I say this? It's tough to kind of get it out, you know, when you're trying to go through all these thoughts about, you know, how you want it to done. There's a way to make money in game. There's a way to do other things. So it's kind of like, why do you care so much that we have some of these little glitches or exploits out there that, let's be honest, every straight player, everybody who's out there who says, I'm not a cheater, some of you have done it by mistake. Somebody somewhere did the Pacific Standard glitch by mistake, which is why it kind of got out there, because it was a really hidden piece of information. And somebody probably tried it and said, hey, oh my God, this actually works. Or they tried it or they did something, and that doesn't make them bad players. They're playing the game. They're just shortening up the missions that they have. And I can't really say that they're bad players. Now, modders, I can, hey, you're a modder and you just gave somebody millions of dollars. And sure, that's shortcutting the system in some way, shape, or form. So I'm not going to sit here and say, these guys are some sort of heroes or that kind of thing. So because it's a system manipulating game. But we have to come to the realization that if shark cards didn't exist the way they did, the chances are that there would be zero care for that kind of setup. I don't believe that there was any care about that in GTA 4 other than like God mode and other things like that. And there are other games out there, I'm sure, that people said, oh, you had a character that already had enough money so you could have fun with it. Yeah, go ahead and have fun with it. But they don't offer those systems, And the other thing is it changes based on the game, and people don't mod things that are easy to get or readily available, if you will. They're gonna go for things that are tough to do, or things that make the game broken for them, and kind of give them a shortcut. So, like I said, it's one. Other than the guy that I saw with 10 million wins and 16 losses, I really don't see too much with the brokenness of it. But in the interim, it is basically stealing money, because money has. See what I'm talking about? And I'm going to play this back for Rockstar and just be like, check this out. I mean, I have sent in 6 things to Rockstar on Twitter and other things, and I'm just, it's gotten so bad that I'm tired of putting new stuff into this. I'm tired of them blaming us for it. I'm just, here it is, Rockstar. Check it out on the video here, and you can see that I have done everything you guys have said and more. I disconnected my account. I put my account up. It's a secure NAT. I'm not going to show it to you, but I have a connected NAT, so it's dedicated just to this system itself. Next time this does this, I'm gonna so do it like that, and I'm gonna retry. So the thing is let's be honest, money in this game has a monetary value. It has a $ attached to it, and I have to say that if we look at it from that perspective and say we're not paying for any upgrades, we're not paying for new content, we're not paying for new cars, we're not actually we're, other than optionally, we are optionally paying for money if we feel like it. If not, we can just play the game and earn everything in it. And if you play regular heists, you can see my money. I've never had a problem with money. And even before the billionaire days, when the billionaire days happened, I actually lost money because I had already purchased everything that the game had to offer, and I didn't have anything to buy. So, and then when I came back later, it reset to 500,000. They said, "Yeah, we're going to make sure it's even and fair." Yeah, it was all 500,000. So don't give me that baloney. But like I said, that's neither here nor there, and I'm not going to. Obviously, the billionaire days was not Rockstar's fault. So it is what it is. But like I said, those people that are modding, that are giving people money, are selling somebody's money on the black market. And it's almost like counterfeit money. And I mean, that's a pretty serious offense. So in the interim, I'm not going to care. I'm not going to call, you guys are probably, if you guys are modding money, I'm not going to call you a bad person. I'm not going to call you evil or anything like that. I understand it's a game, and I'm going to take it like a game. But in the same respect, I do understand where Rockstar's sitting here. And I'm not going to argue with them about them taking steps to make sure that it can't happen in the future, even though they can't really prove that a lot of stuff happened the way it is. They can see certain things, and I think they can figure it out. But I don't think they can specifically say, okay, this is how this went down. That's why I think they're really targeting certain accounts and then saying, well, if you glitch money, you fall in that category too. But let's be honest, if you glitch money, how are they going to, you earned it playing a game. How are they going to know too much about it, about, how you glitched money? So, so that's that. And like I said, so they're taking the steps that they need to take, and we're taking the steps that we need to take, and not saying that, I'm going to go out and figure out a way around, Pacific Standard or any of that kind of stuff. It's, modded money from the account side of it, or transferring or anything, or that I'm going to find a new glitch. Oh, look, saving failed, Rockstar. I did everything you asked me to do. So I'm not going to find some way around it. We have to continue doing what we're doing. We have to continue playing heist. We have to do things. And that's the thing, is we're really going to just do things the way we've always done it, really, and just play and have fun and do our own thing and adjust to it accordingly. Like, you're going to have to grind some more missions. It's going to go back to the old Rooftop Rumble days. It is what it is. So don't break any, nobody should be losing any sleep over this. And I'm sure some of you legit players out there are quick to say, you're happy that it happened, and nobody's going to argue with you about that. So we're glad that it went down the way it did, and I'm happy to see that people can't basically cheat, especially when I'm one of those people that have worked hard to get what I got, and not buying any cash cards to get there. So I've tried not to judge myself on you guys that bought cash cards. It's very tough for me, but I understand you did what you had to do, and for you, the modder guys, I understand you thought you were doing what you needed to do, but Rockstar is going to do the things that it has to do to make sure that it protects its assets and protects its ability to continue to make money the way it has. And I think that system and setup, that the way they have it, I know some people are going to argue with this, I think that's going to give you a GTA 6. I think it's going to improve this game greatly down the road. And that's good news, because now we have a game that we've literally ridden for years that's still getting updates today, that people are still giving input to Rockstar about, that are still making the game better, that are still listening to input. That's big. Not many games have been able, I don't know any game, come to think of it, that has ever had that kind of support cycle, that has had the love. Since I played Midnight Club 2 and all the servers went down and everybody started modding it on PC, and even then that had swerving in it, so it got old fast if you didn't know what you were doing. So the other thing that is important to bring up is that the Pacific Standard glitch that we brought up a couple of seconds ago has been patched, and it is no more from what I'm hearing. So that's another spot where you guys are just gonna have to do the old grinding once again, and it's another money making opportunity that is gone from the weeds, if you will. And the thing that I need to add to this, and it's kind of depressing that I do need to add it, is that I hope we don't lose players from this. That seems so stupid to say, and now that I say it, it sounds even stupider. But the reality is it's true that a lot of people played with the pretense of being able to grind out money and be able to basically glitch their way to success. And that to me is kind of weird. I wonder how many players actually came into GTA Online and just said, we're going to play missions, we're going to play heists, we're going to play these new things, and just kind of roll with it. And man, we've locked up again. Can you believe this? This is crazy. I'm glad that I'm going to send this to Rockstar so they can see it. So, like I said, I've done everything that the tickets, the 7 or 8 tickets I think that I opened in the contact on Twitter constantly. I've done all that 7 or 8 times. So I hope they're paying attention to this, because this is just painful. So yeah, I know we're losing players from this, but that's the thing is with this stuff happening right here, there are people that are coming in, playing the game, and spending 2 minutes online and calling it a day. I really would like to see the figures on that. How many people come in, spend the 2 minutes in GTA, and say, I've been with you guys for 16 minutes right now, and I have yet to play a single game. I've yet to do anything other than call my mechanic. And that's depressing and disturbing all at the same time. And maybe that's all they have is that glitch and grind. So my suggestion definitely down the road here is that we have two very important modes in this game, and that's single player and online. And at any point I can go offline and play single player and I'm going to have a good time. And whenever I play online, I'm not 100% sure that I'll have that. So why is that true? And I think it's because the missions in this game are disjointed. They're not connected. They're literally just thrown out on a scrapboard like bones on a board to say you can play anything you want at any time. And I was going to show you that on the map if I actually had a map to show you. But for all the contact missions that we have out there, not counting adversary, not counting other stuff, when did you ever play a story to get there? When did you ever have that moment where you had the little cut scene where you stood in front of anybody, Lamar or Trevor or your favorite character, and with your NPC had a very Claude-esque moment where without your ability to speak, you had, you know, seriously, I don't make this stuff up, guys. Here it is. Had that moment where you said, my character's in a story and my actions and the players with me are determining how the results of that story take place. How many times have we had those grand moments where we were in control of the destiny of... This is the last time, guys. If it doesn't work this time, we're playing single player. I don't care. I can't even believe that I'm actually trying it again. I should just play single player, because that's really the lesson that we're trying to learn here is that there are cutscenes in single player. There's moments in single player where we are engaged in the action. And when we went online, we played with Lamar, and Lamar gave us nothing. He picked us up on the street, brought us back to his place. We had the one race that we had. That was it. There was no big cut scene in the middle where all the new players, like a room of 6 to 7 new players, had a cut scene where we all ran out in the snow. We fought in Yankton, then we got on a plane and flew, or even Liberty City for that matter. How awesome would that be, right? That we got on our thing in Liberty City and we flew out and we did our thing, and then we were like in the city, and now everybody's around us and they're both friend and foe, and who's the good guy and who's the bad guy, and where were the missions connected? No, there was none of that. Like, we never had that moment. And when we came in, we had a couple of different things that were kind of unlocked, or if you will, see, that's every time I do this, I have to re-up, dude, my stuff here too. It's like, seriously. Yeah, like this. I got to do this all over again. Is that right? Did I do that right? Oh, there we go. So, this. Let's just go to missions real quick. So, I mean, even those, that's not even like, I don't even know. Yeah, they aren't even on the map. But, like, at any time I can do this, online, jobs, play jobs. Let's do Rockstar created missions. And here they are, guys. This should have been gameplay. There should have been a step-by-step, play-by-play, where we had cutscenes for and not just cutscenes, but just some kind of build-up for every one of these missions. And I mean, like I said, it felt like we needed to play it. Well, I have one that I haven't played. Oh, 2 people. Opens at rank 44. Ooh, Rockstar. Don't try too hard. Yeah, and that opens at rank junk. Like, I mean, no wonder I haven't played this. There's no mission that built up to it. There's no storyline that said, hey, Lamar called you on the phone or Trevor called you on the phone and said, I need to get this plane, and hey, I'm going to do this. I haven't played this. Yeah, there was no build up to that. There was no moment where we said, and the thing is that's why our characters in single player have been disjointed. It's also why we were so excited when we heard that Heists were coming out, because that experience in Heist wasn't perfect, but it was streamlined. It had gameplay, and we wanted to replay it, and we did, and it was a blast. I know I had fun. I still play Heist. And that's the thing is if we had done that from the mission standpoint and done everything through and just slowly started making money and playing the game, I know for a fact, and if you disagree with me, just let me know. Do some sort of comment or something and tell me, because I just don't think it's true that if we didn't have that we wouldn't have more people playing, or at least have some sort of connectivity to the game. We would have spent more time playing, more time involved in it, and you know darn well that less people would have an opportunity to feel that they needed to hack the game or do other things in the game to get their money forward. Why? Because those cars didn't matter anymore, did they? It wasn't about getting that win-loss, which I hate in racing. I remember in GTA 4 it was just money. You got first place, you got money. And nobody remembered if you got first or second place. So, but that money said those guys were high level. You knew that they won a lot. So, but that's the thing is we don't need to know if they won or not. We know that over time, we continued to play a game that unlocked things as we went along. And the more money we made, the more we started understanding that, hey, if I'm going to do this mission right, I'm going to need a helicopter. So I can steal a helicopter off the thing, or I can buy a helicopter. And we got denied that in Heist. All that money that we spent on buzzards or tanks or any of that fun stuff meant absolutely nothing when we started playing Heist. And that to me was a second, I'm sorry, it's a failure on the part of Rockstar. And I think it has a lot to do with how long it took them to open that up so that people could play it, because they didn't have, an ability to be in touch with our feelings. I know that was really, really bad. But yeah, we weren't in touch with our feelings, and we were in touch with the way we played. So later on it was like, well, guess what? We have this thing and now we can't use it. So it's like right here, like, oh, I'm going to call my vehicle.
You're through to your garage.
I forgot to read the stuff on this. So let's do that. So like, this is a perfect example of how I do my missions.
Hello, this is Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help?
Ooh, yeah, I bought that Dune by mistake. They wouldn't take it back either.
Thank you, sir. Your spectacular aircraft is now ready for you at our nearest airfield. So we're going to go pick up our chopper right now. Oh, and for those of you who have been asking for a day in the life of Merriweather, we are going to be working on one soon. I don't know when the ETA of when. That's been the tough thing about doing what I'm doing. This really is a hobby for me, and it's more enjoyable to be able to get information out to you guys and have a good time doing it. So that's the thing is, unfortunately, to do that, you have to have a job and some other fun things, and that really does detract from your ability to do some of the stuff you want to do. So, because you got to be focused more on making money. So that's that, and we will have something for you hopefully soon, and don't forget that we have the World Championships that I'm going to be playing on here. That are going to be a blast, and I'm trying to get the
MW series, which is the one where we have areas on the map that players are trying to control, which is a hoot, and I will be able to play that too. So the beauty of spending $1,750,000 on this is that I have something that I can call that's going to help me on this mission, and I know it's going to help me on this mission because it's awesome. Can't believe, I mean, I always like playing missions first because I like to practice what I preach, and I love playing, I guess the word is the story part of this game. Imagine a cutscene to this to kind of have somebody, you know, walk in and, you know, do their thing. Yeah, I just think I had to look up Lester's name. I couldn't even remember Lester's name. I'm getting old, man. This just sucks. Let's see where this is at on the map, too. Oh, of course it is. See, this is Rockstar's way of doing something. It takes you forever to get it done, so that... And that's the thing is, if this was some sort of story mission where you were connecting the dots and you had to unlock the next part of it, nobody would care what the distance is. You'd just be like, hey, check it out, we got a cool cutscene, our character was in it, or our 4 characters in it, and we were having fun, you know. I mean, this is a 2-player version. I can't, you know, I understand everybody has to have a different job on heists. I understand that people had different stuff and the heist had its own little thing, and that can play into it too, but on this, everybody has a singular mission, and nobody's complaining, I don't think, so. Let's run through and activate. Hey, rescue El Stupido. Damn it. Make sure I don't have a time limit. See, this is $1,750,000 of well-spent money. Whoa. Wow, they lit me up. Yep, I got them right there. Hope that didn't land on El Stupido. There's some dudes over there. Don't say there isn't. Yeah, that's it. Oh, you son of a... Lock onto him. Calling bullshit on that. Where's this dude coming from? Oh, there he is. Alright. Yeah, I'm cautious.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. Wow, these guys are good. Wow, that was, I loved how they timed that. There's a temptation to shoot at officers, but I decided that because one officer breeds many officers, that is a bad idea to shoot at them. So that would have been fun to add a team there to cover that wall. Should have expected that too, shouldn't I have? So anyway, if you've been noticing that my connectivity stinks, well, you'll also been noticing that your connectivity stinks too. And the beauty of that is that Rockstar has been giving out, I want to say it's 250,000. I don't know because I haven't gotten it. But the reason that you're giving out that money is supposedly because of connectivity issues. Crazy, isn't it? So I'm under the impression that if you open a ticket and say that you have bad connectivity, that Rockstar might consider giving you some money. So just between you and me. Oh, and Rockstar, because I'm hoping they're viewing this video too. So by the way, I haven't gotten the 250,000, even though I opened like what 7 tickets, but I have friends that have. So. But I'm sure that their ticket area is flooded, mostly because they don't pay attention to anything I'm actually saying in English when I send them something through customer support. So, and 13,480 for that long mission. Really? Wow, that's cheap. Anyway, out of court settlement. That's the 1-2 one. Yep. Mm-hmm. That laser one seems to be calling me too. So yeah, so that's the other big problem right now. Still, we're having this connectivity issue, even though, and I think it's funny that the moment that all my friends, messaged me and said, it's funny, every time there's an update, we see this really interesting area that says, we've improved connectivity in the game. And every time they say that, the connectivity gets worse. And I was like, well, it hasn't been that bad. I am not opening my mouth ever again. Because see how I pay for it? Oh, by the way, that's another example. Lamar's missions. Lamar's missions are so good, linear. And you know what the worst thing about Lamar's missions is you get bennies without doing any of them. And I got to get somebody else in here, so I'm going to do it on normal because of that. Ah, what the heck? Why do I have camera lock? Why do you do that? You know what? That's the other thing. Why do they have catch-up? Why did they put catch-up in the game? And why did they set it as a default? Now, let's see if we can get somebody. We got to get somebody. Come on. It's a big old world. I know for a fact when I send out messages like this and I invite people, I know for a fact that I'm not actually inviting people to play. I'm actually inviting people who are not online. I mean, that are online but are not playing GTA. I'm tempted to open these people up and see where they are, if they're actually online at all. Who's got Master Yang 599? That's an easy one. Let's see. Find someone. Master Yang 599. Okay, there he is. Oh no, he's in GTA Online. He's got 420. Wow, dude. You are popping fresh. T Noel 72.
Oh, he's online. All right, I could be wrong, guys. Jeez. Lighten up. So this is a perfect example of a GTA world that has figured out that it has no reason to play missions whatsoever, that its job in life is to sit in free roams and shoot each other up. And when they get invites to missions like this, they would prefer to buy cash cards than to play a mission. And that is why you're going to have a good GTA 6. That was the weirdest segue ever, and you can thank me for it later because it makes a lot of sense if you think about it. So, if you're too busy in a lobby shooting up cars and you don't like cash cards, I don't want to hear it from you because you're the reason cash cards exist. If you're in here playing missions and having fun and making this game an awesome experience for people, you're a positive influence on this game, and you probably won't need many cash cards. You just have fun. And in fact, you probably won't even need cars because you'll just be buying your buzzard and doing it that way. Wow, really? All these friends playing the game. They don't want to play. I'll start crazy inviting you dudes. I don't even know who you are, and I'll invite the crap out of you. Wow, see, killer, really? Oh, he joined. Good. Sweet. I don't know where that bite went. Dude, with the invites, knock it off. Seriously? Alright, that's probably stuck like that. Thank you, GTA. You guys are going to have to deal with that blinking sound over and over again. Oh yeah, Sandy Shores Airfield. Now, Seakilla's looks have improved greatly. Right? Exporting. That was weird. Not really sure if I want to know what that was. So, they see me rolling, they hating. It's an old song. I shouldn't even say. There are people that were playing this game right now like, what song is that? Whee. Oh, nice. Get into a laser. All right. I have a feeling he's good at this. So, my boy Sea Killer here used to be a, well, what you might call a griever. And I've seen over time that his skills haven't really diminished. So, as you can see, takes off in 5 seconds. So I'm going to play Air Sport. Ooh, what are you? Old airplane trick here. Yeah, got him. So yeah, my Top Gun gazer. What? Stop it. My Top Gun gaze are rusty. I still can't land on the carrier. Some of you are going to remember that joke, some of you aren't. See what's shorter, getting in the car or... I think everybody has access to my car. Air Laser 996. I feel embarrassed that I messed that last one up. Is anybody else giving me grief about it? Or interested in giving me grief about it? Okay, we're gonna try this again. I guess I'm doing it way too soon. Okay, let's see what we got next. Wow, okay. It's one of those things when you like come back from the pain and you're like, oh no, this is gonna suck. There he is right there. Really? Oh yeah, that is a little bit insane and embarrassing all at the same time. I was never that good at the lasers, so I'm gonna cut myself some slack. He's down. What? The boy's about to get hurt. about that. Oh, he got tagged. He died. Okay, we gotta do it one more time. Nobody's arguing with us, are they? Well, while you guys are watching us, what's that say? While you guys are watching our colossal failure, now's a great time to contact Rockstar and say, did you see that? I saw somebody screw up and not be able to connect online with both an invite only and a crew session. It's important because you probably get money from that later. So, did you guys notice also I had to pay for armor both times? That's so funny. I'm thinking Sea Killer needs a better outfit. It's just, maybe it's just me, but the leopard print, I mean, excuse me, the camouflage print just does not, doesn't really suit the heels. Maybe it's me, but anyway. I know we got to get this done before you guys have to go to bed at 11 o'clock. I didn't buy bulletproof tires. That could have been bad. Just kidding. It takes a lot longer than that. I find that I run faster when I'm not carrying a weapon. I don't know if anybody else sees that, but... Exactly. You go left. Oh, no, we can go together. That works. So everybody, all them jet fighters out there that like are Billy Badass, are gonna be like, you gotta make that arc a little longer. You know what? He can handle this, dude. That was like 12 G's I just hit right there. What the hell? Oh, that dude finally fell in the water. It's a beautiful sky over Mount Chiliad. No UFOs in sight. Oh yeah, that dude's going down. Look at that swinging over there. Coming in low and slow. And see, if I was smart and I knew these guys had weapons, I'd come in behind the last dude. You finish him off. I need to really practice on my lasering, don't I? This guy's gonna scoot right in between those. There he is. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, now take out some helicopters. Yeah, it's almost like I need to work on my flying skills some more because I just feels like I didn't get it. We're going to go on the deck on this one. Yeah, there's our choppers. Woohoo! Split it. That's one of those times I should have been recording it because I know he flew under me and it's like I didn't see him. Kablunk. Should have ejected right there. Good mission. All right, I want to thank everybody who tuned in for the stream tonight. If you don't, we're going to be replaying this on YouTube every Friday, youtube.com/VIP Primo. I want to thank everybody for being a part of it. Like I said, put those inputs into Rockstar. Let them know that you're having problems with connectivity. It can earn you some money in the long run. And otherwise, remember to play well, stay classy, and we'll see you next time. Have a great night.